All right, what's up, people? Today's video, obviously, it's in the. Hold on, I'm looking over here, the camera over here. My bad. But all right, so obviously, you know what this video is about. It's in the title. It's about some ghost stories. You know what I'm saying? Some experiences I've had with the supernatural. One of the stories I'm going to tell you happened in this very house. This is my grandmother's house. I'm over here just kicking it. Just spend the weekend with my girl. I came over here, kick it and whatever. But yeah, man. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. All right. So I've had, like me personally, I've had about 4 different experiences. But I have other stories from family members, not from this house, but from the house my grandmother had previous to this one. Like everybody had experiences with that. Mainly, it's crazy because the adults didn't have any experiences like that, but I was still a teenager there. You know what I'm saying? And when she moved from there. I was living with my grandmother in that house. She moved from there in 2014, so I was like 20, 21. I'm 28 now. But so the adults like my mom and my grandma and my uncles, my aunt, they never had any experience at that house. But I did. My like all the kids did pretty much. Just put it that way. The kids did, like from my age group on down to the little kids, like my little cousins and my baby brothers. They were like between 5 and 8 at the time. You know what I'm saying? So they seen it too. They seen whatever it was in that house. They seen it. You know. And so I'm trying to figure out what story to tell first. So all right, I'm gonna tell y'all the shadow man story. I seen one of the shadow people always seeing. I've seen one in this house, right? So let me give you a story. So a friend of mine, Jalen, one of my good friends, he kept coming to me in my dreams, right? So it was three. It was the sequence of 3 dreams, right? So the first dream, all the dreams were the same. So the first dream, he was just chilling in the house, but it wasn't this house. You know, you always have dreams of houses that you don't live in. You know, some people have dreams of the exact house they live in or whatever, but I've never had a dream of the exact house or something I was familiar with. It's always a bigger house or something completely different. The characters are the same, being my family. It's always us, but it's never like the stuff we used. We're never in the setting that we're like in real life, being our house or cars, whatever. But so in my dream, my boy Jay was like, "Yo, this old lady in the kitchen, she keeps scaring me, blah blah blah." But Jalen not that type of person to be like, "Oh, scary." Like, nah, like he's a good dude, but he's also he can handle his own. You know what I'm saying? But so in the dream, I'm real mad. I get real pissed, and I go in the kitchen. I don't see nothing. So I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Next time, second dream from this situation that's related to this situation. I have the same dream. Jalen is like, it's an old lady in there. And in the first dream, I forgot to tell you, in the first dream, I was like, is it my grandma? He was like, no, it's not her, it's somebody else. She's just scaring me, man. She's just weird, creepy, I don't feel safe. So that he told me the same thing in the second dream. So I run in the kitchen. And in all these dreams, all 3 of these dreams, I'm pissed. I'm like, whatever it is scaring my friend in this house, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it. So I go in the kitchen, run in the kitchen, ain't nothing in there. And I can feel myself just like being like mad, like, you know what I'm saying? And so nothing happened, didn't see anything. So the third dream, same thing. But I didn't, in my dream, I knew where this was. You know what I'm saying? I knew this was the same thing. So Jalen was like, yeah, the lady, she in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't even give him a chance to finish talking. I just walked past him, went in the kitchen, and I didn't see anything. So I went in the kitchen, but I felt like something was in the kitchen. In all these dreams, I felt like something was in the kitchen, right? So, can't explain it. I just felt like it was something in there. And on the third dream, I was just snapping. I went in the kitchen, and I was just like, I was like, get the fuck out of here, blah blah blah, get the f out of here. Just snapping, just barking at the moon, just snapping, just mad as hell. But then all of a sudden, in my dream, I couldn't breathe and I couldn't talk. So I was just like trying to I was just struggling like trying to talk. But then I heard a voice, clear as day. I'll never forget this. Heard a voice say, Jamonte, that's my name. Said, Jamonte, calm down, breathe, so you can do what you need to do. Clear as day. And then I said, and then like at the tail end of my exhale, my words just started coming out. And then it was like, I'm just snapping. I was like, get out of here. I don't know who sent you, but you're not welcome here. Whoever sent you, I'll destroy you and whoever you created. I'm just going in talking big talk, like just talking big crazy talk, right? So then in the middle of me snapping in my dream, I wake up and the couch that's right here, it was on the wall. This couch right here was on the wall over there. And the bathroom light is in the hallway right there. Well, the bathroom is in the hallway right there. So it's right across from the couch. And I had fell asleep on the couch that night, you know. And this was August 2019. I'll never forget. I'm just laying like this. And then I wake up, I look to my left, and like the bathroom light was on and the kitchen stove light was on. You know, the light over the stove. So it wasn't completely dark, you know what I'm saying? So I wake up, I look to my left, but I can't move. That's all I can do. Like, I can't move. And I'm still kind of mad, but I'm confused because I'm woke now. And then to my left, bro, no cap, I see a little shadow dude like this, like kneeling down. Like this motherfucker was praying, bro. Bro, I'll lie to you not. He like this. Just like this. But I see no facial features. It's just like, the best way I can explain it is if you see the men's bathroom sign, the little silhouette dude, because you know it got the men and the women. Women silhouette joint got the dress, and like on a road crossing signs, the same little silhouette. Like you see the little fake silhouette people on the sign walk across the street. So it looked just like that. Looked just like that. So, and then I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and then I look at the bathroom. I see the light on. I look at the cable box. I look, and I can look through this thing and see the cable box and see the time on the cable box. All that stuff. So I'm clearly not dreaming. So I'm like, look at it again, and I'm just like, I close my eyes, I open them, look, still there. The motherfucker's still there, bro. So I'm just like, bro, I'm just pissed. And to be honest, the one time I had like a kind of an encounter with the unknown or whatever, supernatural, I was only scared one time. Every other time, I'm either calm or I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? That this thing is intruding. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing here? Type shit, right? So, so I'm mad as hell. This jank just sitting over me praying, right? Or just like to my left. And I heard the voice from my dream. Said, Jamonte, calm. Said the same thing, bro. Said the same thing as it did in my dream. Jamonte, calm down and breathe, so you can do what you need to do. And then I just closed my eyes. Did that like 3 times. And then I just said, because I couldn't talk. I couldn't move. But then after that, I said, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck, I'm going to destroy you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to beat your ass. And get the fuck out of here. I'm going to destroy you and whoever created you. I don't even care. I ain't going out like that. I was like, I ain't going out like that. I got my family here, my family here. Like, because everybody, like, comes to stay at my grandma's house from time to time because it's grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was here, my brothers was here, my grandma, she sleep. Everybody sleep. This was like, it wasn't even 3 in the morning. It was like 11 or 12. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that late. So when I did that, and then I started to sit up. And when I sat up, it stood up. And it wasn't like ridiculously tall. It was like average. It was like probably like 6. I'm 6 feet. I'm like 6 feet tall, I believe. I say I believe because I don't know, you know, but I'm about 6 feet. So this thing had to be like 6 feet tall, maybe a little taller. But I never stood up, so I didn't get the you know, the perspective of it. But I sat up, and I'm just screaming, going ham. This thing just stood up. It was looking like, I could tell it's looking down at me, and then it just turned away, and then it just disappeared, bro. And I got up and went around the house, Nobody heard me. Nobody, because people always say that in these situations, when you can't move or whatever, when you come in, and when you encounter a shadow person, it's like everything. It's like you in a sound bubble. Nobody can hear you, but you can hear everything that's going on around you. But you can't move, and you can barely breathe. But the people outside, like you could like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. I've heard a ton of stories that relate to what I went through, and it was just like nobody could hear me. I was screaming, and nobody could hear me. Blah blah blah. My cousins was sitting right there, or my cousins was in the other room. They couldn't hear me. So I don't know what it is, but nobody heard me, bro. Nobody. Like, and my grandmother is a light sleeper. I think that's where I get it from. I'm a super light sleeper, bro. Like, I could be asleep, like in a heavy sleep, and I just hear something like a little bit. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I go from like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a light sleeper, bro. So, yeah, nobody woke up or whatever. So, but I'll give you a couple quick stories. You know what I'm saying? Because this video, I don't want it to be too long. So back at the old house, one time, so when I go to the bathroom, I lock the door. This is something I've been doing since I was like 11. Don't know why. I just lock the door when I'm in there. When I'm using the bathroom, I don't care if I'm taking a leak, defecating, you know what I'm saying? Just taking a poop, taking a shower. Obviously, if I'm in there just brushing my teeth, I'm not gonna lock the door. I'm not even gonna close the door if I'm just brushing my teeth and stuff like that and washing my face. But, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time I lock the door. It's something I've been doing since I was 11. And at the old house, I was like 17 or 18. I take a shower. I get out the shower. It's a fresh handprint on the mirror, bro. A fresh jump. And like, I was always taught to like pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings, right? At all times. So if somebody would have opened the door, I would have heard him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm already on high alert at all times. Because that's just how I was raised. You know, just pay attention. Complacency kills. Pay attention to details. Like when I joined the military, then I really learned that as well. I got a ghost story from the military too. Not from me. I didn't see anything, but some of my friends, they seen something. So in my grandma's old house, fresh handprint on the mirror, bro. Like, you know, you get out the shower, the steam fogs up the mirrors and stuff. I mean, I was thinking like, well, maybe it was somebody else's. You know how you try to rationalize the situation? I was like, maybe it was somebody's handprint from earlier, and then that Jane just fogged. No, bro, this was a fresh handprint. Because if it was somebody else's handprint there before, it would have been like fogged over. No, this was a fresh, like, cause like in the handprint was just clean, like mirror was clean as hell. So it was no fog even on the handprint. It was like somebody still had their hand right there, bro. So that happened. One time, me and my boy Trey, we had just came back to my grandma's crib. We had just left like the club or something, and we just went back to my crib to just wait for the next move. Like, we was 18 at the time, 18, 19. So we had jobs, but you know, we was off. It was the weekend. We had nothing to do. So we were just waiting. We was on Twitter. That's when we had the Blackberries. We both had Blackberries. It was on the BBM, the Blackberry Messenger, and we was on Twitter, just talking to our friends. So I had a futon in my room. I'm sitting on this side of the futon. He's sitting over there on that side of the futon. And my uncle was downstairs asleep. I think he was drunk or something. When he get drunk, he just sleep on the floor sometimes or whatever. So, but he was all right. We told him we was in the house. Like, he was like, all right, he went back to sleep. So we upstairs chilling. And the stairs had carpet on them, right? And it had the little handrail that go up the stairs, you know what I'm saying, along the wall. But one of the little brackets that hold the rail up was loose, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you can hear the metal. Like, if you touch it, you can hear the rail, like on that spot or whatever, it'll vibrate the whole rail, and then it'll, like, you can hear it, like it sound like metal, like, tapping itself or whatever. So it was just the three of us in the house, right? And this was like around 11, you know what I'm saying? Won't too late, like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And so we sitting there chilling. And then we hear somebody, you can hear somebody walk on carpet, bro. Like, you can hear it. It's not like a loud sound, like walking on hardwood, but you can hear a motherfucker walking, bro. Like, so I'm just like, I hear something. Because like I said, me and Trey, we was just on Twitter, like we weren't listening to music, we was just chilling. And then I hear somebody walking up the stairs. And I was like, yo, you hear that? He was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm calling my uncle. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to be like, what the hell you want? Because he's, say some smart, funny shit real quick, just to mess with us. He was like, I was like, I said, I called for him like 4 times, bro. 4 or 5 times. He ain't say shit. I'm expecting, it wasn't a huge house, so it wouldn't have took him long to pop his head in or whatever, like, yo. Like, he would have said something, like, as soon as I would have been like, he would have been like, yo. And I would have been, okay, I thought I'd just make sure that was you. Nothing. He's still downstairs asleep. We can hear him snoring downstairs, bro. He snored like a chainsaw. We can hear him snoring downstairs still. So, I'm like, bro, I'm not tripping. And we can hear the handrail, like, somebody like walking up the joint, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting goosebumps. Look, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this shit, bro. Can you see him? You see him? See my hair standing up, bro. So I'm like, yo, you hear that? Trey was like, yeah. Hold on. He was like, yeah, hold on. So we hear this shit, bro. And the hall light was on. And a couple other lights was on. It wasn't completely dark in the house when we got there. We turned the lights on and shit. So, bro, and that tub, you know how some tubs are like kind of old in the bathroom, and you can hear when somebody like step in the tub, it like kind of make not like a squeak, but like kind of like a weird cracking sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we heard that, bro. We heard this motherfucker, whatever it was, walk up the stairs, using the handrail, and walk in the bathroom and get in the fucking tub, bro. I shit you not. I said, bro, please tell me you heard this. He said, it's something in your house. It's something in here, bro. But we weren't scared. We was just like puzzled, like, what the fuck going on? So then we was just like, we went and woke my uncle up. And we tried to. He was just knocked. We was like, fuck it. And then we just ended up leaving. We just left my uncle in there with the shit. But, I mean, he knew it was something up with the crib, too. Because I think he had his experiences. Like, in the beginning of the video, I said the adults didn't have experiences. I believe they did. They just didn't want to talk about it. But he don't mind talking about it. Like, my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. More so my mom and my grandma. They're scared to talk about these things. They don't want to talk about it. But my aunt, she'll talk about it. My uncle, he'll talk about it, you know what I'm saying? My other uncle, he won't dare, so I don't know what he experienced. He grew up in the country, so I'm pretty sure he done seen some crazy shit. So, that's another experience from the house. I'm gonna give y'all this one story. If you want more stories, I got more stories, bro. I got like 5 or 6 more ghost stories, bro. At least 5. So if you want more stories, drop them down, or just say you want more stories in the comment section. Just say more stories, please. Or just say more stories. You ain't gotta say please. Or just say stories. Just say something in those lines. In that ballpark. Say you wanna hear more stories, right? So alright, my little cousin Brandon, he back in 2018. He go to the high school, him and my baby brother, they go to the same high school I graduated from. They're about to graduate this year. And he played football. This was his sophomore year, and they went to the state championship. He was a linebacker, starting linebacker. He was the captain of the team, varsity. He's a beast. They won the state championship, right? And so I got a podcast that I don't really record on anymore. I'm ready to create something else here on YouTube. So I was interviewing him about, becoming, because he's a champion. He's a state champion, you know what I'm saying? So he got the ring and everything. So I was like, interviewing him about football and stuff like that, because I never played. My mom never let me play, which is unfortunate. But, I'm just like reliving through him and my other little cousins, because they're just nasty, like, and they're big, bro. Like, it's crazy to watch them grow up, and they're bigger than me. Like, this man is just solid, built. He about my height. And then my other little cousin, Rome, he just turned 15. This man's 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So, hands big as hell, like, crazy. He's a cornerback. And every time he picked the ball, pick 6. He going to the house, bro. He run the ball like, I'll be thinking of Forrest Gump when I see him running. He don't look silly when he run, but I just think of that scene from Forrest Gump, and it was like, run! He just straight to the house. You know what I'm saying? So when they was kids, well, I'm interviewing Brandon. Brandon was like, yo, somehow we got on the story about the ghost in the house and stuff like that, grandma's old house. And he was like, yeah, we had some, him and my baby brother was there. I was interviewing both of them. We was playing at Xbox while I was interviewing them, right? It was a real dope day, real dope, real cool. So we sitting there talking. They was like, yeah, we had experiences. But I said, for real? They was like, bro, my cousin Brandon said one day, this is scary. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When he told me this, fucked me up. Excuse my language, it fucked me up because I was like, what? So he said this was one day they at the house. It was Gerard and Brandon. They at the house, and they was probably like 8 or 9 at the time. And I was playing basketball. I was like 18, 19. So I was at the basketball court, literally right down the street, literally right, a stone's throw away. So I left them at the house. You know, locked the doors. Obviously, they was good. Trust me. And we knew everybody in the neighborhood. It was good. And I just went to play basketball for a little bit, and I came back home. And they never told me this, right? So fast forward like 10 years later, they telling me this. And Brandon said he was taking a shower, and when he got out the shower, he heard somebody humming. Like, he said it sounded like some church music. He said it was a lady humming some music, bro. Like humming a song, like, you know, like whatever. And it sounded like, you know, kind of like what grandma be doing. So he thought grandma was back. He thought everybody was back at the house. He was like, oh, grandma must be back. He said it went past the door, like towards her room, you know. And from what he could hear, you know, because he had the door closed still. And he said he opened the door, looked in her room, nobody upstairs. Nobody in her room, my room, the other room. He went downstairs, Gerard's still downstairs watching TV, chilling. And he was like, yo, Brandon was like, yo, grandma and them back? He was like, nah, ain't nobody here but us. And he said when that happened, he said, yo, his heart was just, his stomach was just in his chest, bro. He was in his throat. It was just like what? Then my baby brother, he said he had another experience. I was playing basketball. 'Cause that's all. Ball was life during that time in my life. Ball was life. That's all I wanted to do. And my cousins, Heaven and Romeo, they was upstairs looking at TV. Gerard, he was downstairs in the other bathroom taking a poop. And he said he was pooping, and all he heard on the door was, he was like, yeah, huh? Like, yo, I'm in here. He said, oh, hell. He said he was like, oh, hell no. Wiped his ass and shit, came out the bathroom, washed his hand, ran upstairs. He said, yo, y'all was downstairs? They was like, nah, we've been sitting here the whole time. Like, we don't play pranks on each other like that. If we do anything, it's like, at that time, we was pranking each other by like, if you go to sleep, we'll fuck around and pour some lotion on your fucking face or some baby oil. Like, we'll just pour baby oil on you while you sleep or throw some water on you. Or if you're taking a shower, we'll fill up a big ass thing of ice cold water and just come in here and dump it on you. We ain't doing no little sneaky little ghost pranks. We don't do that shit. Not us. Not my family. We don't do that. That's too much now. You try to get somebody a heart attack. That's too much. You crossing the goddamn line, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he said, nah, he just heard somebody knocking on the door. Like, hey man, I gotta poop too. Whoa! But yeah, those are my ghost stories. I got another one from the house. I seen something like, if you want some more stories, I got stories about my granddad that passed away, rest in peace. How he hunted, well not hunted, but his spirit was in the house after he passed away when my mom and my aunt and my uncle and them were like still teenagers. Cause he died when they were like, my mom was 5, my uncle was 3, and my aunt was like 2. So they were really young when he died. So fast forward to all of the stories they told me. Some of them happened like after he died, like right after, but also some of them happened like years later when they were teenagers. So if you want to know more stories, hey, comment section, let me know. Like, share, subscribe. I got a lot of good content coming. I'm ready to buy a MacBook, so I can get up there and just edit a whole bunch of dope videos for you guys. Just let me know what you want, man. I'll bring it to you. No joke. You know what I'm saying? And share, let me know your ghost stories. If you want my email address, let me know so you can email me your stories and I'll read them up here. You know, they'll be very dope. I really want to do that. I really want to do that. And if you stuck here, stuck with me to the end of this video, thank you and welcome. This is going to be something fresh. It's not just going to be ghost stories. It's going to be a whole nother podcast format, talking about different things, current events, stories, different topics, different questions, scenarios, you know what I'm saying? Fact or fiction. I mean, fiction or non-fiction. Fact or fiction. I mean, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Fact or fiction, because fact is real, fiction is not. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be uploading vlogs, workout videos, maybe some gaming videos. I might make a separate channel for that because I don't want to lump everything into the same channel, But it will be a lot easier, obviously. But it will be well organized, well edited, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a fresh face, somebody that's entertaining, I'm your guy. But thank you so much for watching this video. If I scared you, I didn't mean to scare you, but that's kind of a good thing, Not really. Don't look at this video at night. Don't look at none of these videos at night. Have a good day, and I'll see y'all on the next one.